What's going on, TTC? This is J-Rock coming at you. Gamecock Nation, what's going on? Auburn. Hey, Auburn. How you doing? Oh, man, it's been a long time. I've waited for this for quite some time. It's been a year, Auburn. It's been a year. It's been a year since the first game. A little less since the championship game. You know, Auburn, you beat us twice. No doubt about that. And I'll say it. You whipped us in a championship game, which could have been closer if we would have just done more things on our part, but oh well. Past is the past. The first game, I'll tell you what, that first game was crazy. It was something else. And in that game when Garcia, it's just the turnovers, the mistakes, we made. It hurt us. We pretty much put the game away for you guys, for ourselves. We did it ourselves. We gave you guys that game. But that first fumble, when Garcia fumbled, something popped. When you guys started coming back after that, things really, started to stand out to me. It was almost like fate. Because up until that point, Garcia had played just fine. I mean, just as good as any quarterback, out there. I mean, and, he made a mistake in that game, and then another mistake, and then the backup made mistakes. But anyways, I mean, it just seemed like fate. And, and I ain't gonna lie, there was a lot of weeks where I was hoping to see if you guys would lose, but you never did. But you had your season last year, so good for y'all. But anyways, like I said, that's all in the past. That's in the books now. It's over. Doesn't really matter. And going to that, saying that the past is the past, that's pretty much how it is this year. Auburn, last year was last year. This year is this year. You guys don't have the players on your team that gave you that win last year. You don't have Cam Newton. Now I know you guys are sick of hearing this, and your record is 3-1. I am surprised by that. I didn't think you guys would have that kind of a record so far. I was thinking maybe 2-2, but you guys are doing okay, especially to have lost all the players that you lost from last year. But Auburn, along with the turnovers, Cam Newton pretty much won the game for y'all last year against us, and actually he did that a lot. You can't doubt that. You can't say anything against that because that's true. But he's gone, different team. We're kind of a different team this year. Auburn, the thing about this game is it's just going to be different this year. Last year we faced you guys at your house. This year, this week, you guys are coming to Williams-Brice. I don't think we're going to lose in our own home to you guys. I mean, and Auburn, your offense, I'm going to go ahead and say it's pretty good. Now, Auburn, you've got an okay team this year. Like I said again, with all the the lost players from last year and whatnot. But Michael Dyer and McCaleb, they're two pretty good players for you guys. They're fast and they know how to move the ball down the field. And Blake's also a pretty good receiver. He knows how to get yards after the catch, definitely. He likes to do this running from one side of the field to the other. He always does that. But Auburn, your offense is going to get smothered by our defense. Now, you probably will be able to slip behind our defense a couple of times. Not a lot. A couple of times. And get a couple of scores. I will give you that. I don't think we're going to shut you guys out. I mean, you do have an offense that's good enough to get a couple of scores on us. But, you know, I think, and also I think our offense, I mean, if you want to, call it, you know, empty hope or whatever you want. But I really think Garcia's going to have a good game this week. I mean, he tried to play around too much last week. He tried to force too many passes and whatnot, and just stuff like that. But I really think he's going to have a good game this week. I think he's going to have a pretty good passing yardage game as far as yards go. I think he's going to have a good game. I think he'll put up a couple touchdowns. I also think that Jeffrey. I think this is going to be Jeffrey's. I think this is going to be Jeffrey's first big game this year. Jeffrey hasn't really had a lot of big games this year, but I think he's going to have a good game this upcoming week, against you guys. But, again, Auburn, I mean, don't get mad. It's not in the cards for you guys. And, Auburn runs this luck, really. You're going to pull the luck card. Okay. Okay, listen here. That does not work. That is a bunch of horse manure, I'll say. You guys are going to need a lot more than luck against us. If we get out there and get our passing game going, which will up our offense, I already know you guys can't stop Lattimore. I mean, you might be able to hold him under 200 yards. I mean, he might not run on you all day long, but he's still going to get his yards. He's still going to get his touchdowns, and he's still going to have a good game. I mean, Lattimore is just that hard to stop, and that's why he's a favorite right now for the Heisman. But anyways, another thing is, again, like I said, our defense. Your offense is not going to have an easy time whatsoever against our defense. I mean, look at our defensive line. When you've got Jadeveon Clowney, Melvin Ingram, Travion Robertson, Devin Taylor, all those guys coming out at you, and trust me, Antonio Allen lurking in the middle of the field, I'm almost certain that he's going to have a turnover in this game. Probably an interception. May force a fumble, too. I think our defense is going to have a good game this week against you guys because our defense is that good. I mean, we give up some points, but we do a lot on defense. I mean, we just get it done. That's all you can say. I mean, we do give up some points, but we get it done at the same time. We get the turnovers, we get the sacks, and our defense just does what it has to do. And I think our defense is only going to continue to get stronger. I think our offense is going to start stepping up, getting better, getting stronger for us. And I think we're going to keep having better and better performances every week. And, I mean, that's really all there is to it, Auburn. Newton is gone. And, I mean, if you want to go buy more players than that, not only Newton, Fairley is gone. Darvin Adams gone. I mean, you guys are just missing too many pieces, and you're just not. You're just not a team that has what it takes to beat us this week. I mean, it could be close if we don't perform well enough in the passing game on offense this week. I mean, but we're still going to win. But if we do get things going through the air, I mean, Auburn, I really hate to say this, but there's not a whole lot of chance for you guys. But who knows? Anything can happen. But Auburn, it's time to redeem ourselves. It's time to get some vengeance. And it's time to do what should have been done last year. And it's going to be in our house. You're going to have 80+ thousand screaming every time we do something good. And trust me, that's going to happen quite often. I mean, I've been trying to tell you, Auburn fans. I mean, it's not going to happen. You're not going to beat us this week. I mean, now I'm not going to say it's written in stone. And I hope we win. And we should win. And I think that's just what's going to happen. I mean, you guys had fate last year. We've got it this year. It's on our side this year, not yours. This is not a win for you, Auburn. Just accept that and take it to the bank. I mean, that's all there is to say about it. And we're just going to be coming out strong. I already know it. I already know that we're going to have a good game. And there's nothing you can do about it. And you guys got beat. I mean, you guys lost to Clemson. Now, Clemson's a good team this year. They got a pretty good team. But you guys lost. I mean, if you guys can't pull it out against Clemson, then you can't pull it against us either. And Auburn runs this. Clemson has a way better team than us. Oh, slow your roll. Slow your roll. No. They do have a good team, but not better than ours. But that's just something I kind of wanted to touch on. Sticks fan, I am going to try to check you out this week. If you want to, respond to this. You know what? Auburn runs this. You can respond to this too. What are you going to bring? Nothing. You have nothing. South Carolina gets the win against Auburn this week in Williams-Brice Stadium. Kickoff 3:30. Auburn, your time has ran out. It's time for you to get what's coming to you. See you Saturday night after the game. Peace.